Okay, so I'm going to start a new type of review. I'm going to review the TV show The 100. It's on the CW, channel 18, and it's a really good show. And yeah, it's on its second season. And yeah, and I want to review the first episode for it. And I'm going to review all the way to where it is now, and hopefully review to the end of the series. So the first episode, basically it starts off with, well, let me just say the main characters first. The main characters are Clark, Finn, Abby, Bellamy, Octavia, Jasper, Monty, Chancellor Jaha, Counselor Kane, and Lincoln, and Raven. Except Lincoln and Raven don't come in this episode, and they come in a later episode. So, yeah. First episode starts off with the main character, Clark, and, okay, basically, in any crime, I just have to explain a lot first. Okay, so it's 97 years after, basically, there was a nuclear war down there on Earth, and basically, like, everyone who was down there had to go up in space, and it's been 97 years after that happened. So the last generations have been up there in space. And basically, any crime up there is punishable by death as long as you're 18 or over. So all the main characters are basically teenagers, and there's like a few adults in the show. So basically it starts off with the main character, Clark, and the guards are coming in, and they say prisoner for 319, please stand up. And then she's like, it's not my time yet, I'm not 18, I'm still 17. And then her mom, Abby, comes in and says, you're going to Earth. All 100 of you are going to Earth. The 100 delinquents, all of you are going to Earth. And then the guards like shoot her with the dart, and then she wakes up in a ship, or a spaceship, and there's 100 delinquents in there, and that's where most of the main characters are. And 2 people die in the landing, and I also forgot to mention the main character, Wells. I forgot to mention him. And Clark hates Wells. Clark and Wells used to be best friends, but Clark kind of hates him now because he got her father killed. And yeah. So yeah, she hates him now. So basically, then you see Finn. He's kind of like, he like takes off his seatbelt. He's like flying around in there and stuff because they're in space right now. And then 2 people follow him with the flying thing, and then those 2 people die, and 2 people die in the landing. And then up on the Ark, they put wristbands on all of them so they can see if they're still alive and see if the Earth is still radioactive and stuff. So yeah. And then they're like, 2 people died, so what does that mean? And then the guy's like, we think that something else killed these 2. We think the crash killed these 2 and stuff. So yeah. And then Octavia, one of the main characters, is the first one to actually get onto land. She's the first one to get off the dropship. And then Clark and Finn like look out on the open view, and then Clark's like, they dropped us on the wrong mountain. Like that, because they dropped us on the wrong mountain. The mountain with which has all the food, is way over there. Like, way over there. And stuff. So then, Wells is also the Chancellor's son, so he's not very well liked. He's not really liked at all, because everyone's like, he's one of the privileged and stuff. And then he and a character, Murphy, get into a fight. And basically, Murphy breaks his leg. And then Clark shows up, and he's like, we have to go out to Mount Weather to find all the food. And so far, it's just Clark and Finn who are going, and then a character, Bellamy, who is Octavia's brother, is like, just the two of you? Like, just the two of you are going to carry food for 100 of us. And then Finn grabs two people, and their names are Monty and Jasper, two other main characters. And then Octavia is like, seems like a party, I'll go. And then Bellamy doesn't agree to that, but Octavia still goes anyways. So the 5 of them head off to find food. And they find a deer. And it has 2 heads, and they're like, holy crap, why does it have 2 heads? And they're kind of scared and stuff. So, basically they spend the rest of the episode just searching in the woods to find Mount Weather. And then, basically what happens is, hold on one sec. What do you want? Sorry. I'm so sorry. What? I can't right now. Love you. What? I'm recording. Love you. Ugh. Dang it. Didn't want that to happen. Okay. Well, my mom's going off to see my brother. So, yeah. Where was I? So, yeah, the 5 of them finally find the river of where Mount Weather is, and they decide to swing across it, and Finn's about to go, and then Jasper's like, hold on, I want to go. And then Finn's like, yeah, I knew there was some awesomeness in there somewhere. And then he swings across the river, and they're all like, yeah, go Jasper. And then Jasper finds a sign that says Mount Weather, and he's like, yeah, we made it, Mount Weather, yeah. So basically what happens after that is actually, and then Jasper gets hit by a spear. And then Clark's like, we're not alone. Because there's obviously more people out there on the island, so, or on Earth. There's more people on Earth, and she's like, we're not alone. And then that's where that episode ends. Not much important stuff happens on the arc, really. And not much, and basically Bellamy and Murphy are like the 2 leaders now, and they're trying to like get all of their wristbands off, and that happened, but it's not really that important. Not much happens on the arc. Abby almost gets floated for something stupid, but the Chancellor says no, it's okay. She gets saved, and basically the episode ends with Jasper getting hit by a spear. And yeah, it's one of the best episodes, really. It's an awesome episode. And yeah, it's a great show. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It was actually a book, which I'm actually reading right now. Yeah, so far it's a good book too, except it's a lot different, I've heard. So, yeah, that was episode 1, which is just called the pilot. And yeah, so the characters are Clark, Abby, Finn, Bellamy, Octavia, Jasper, Monty, Kane, Jaha, and yeah. There's 2 other characters that get introduced later. Actually, a character, Raven, gets introduced next episode. And the other character that I said, Lincoln, doesn't get introduced till like halfway through the season. So there's also Murphy, who's kind of like a bad guy at the moment. And what do you want, kitty? A cat hopped up on my table. You can see her tail. Okay, that's it for that episode, and I'll review episode 2 tomorrow. And bye.